Hey there, aspiring guitarists. This is my first video of 2025 to talk about what's next. Um, what are the things we can get out of YouTube? Y'all know I periodically do some tips. I try to do refinements to things you may find on YouTube. I try to tell you where I think there are some worthy YouTube channels that can help you. So, you get back into guitar after years, or you're a beginning guitarist, and YouTube is just amazing. There's so much to learn. I can't even begin to tell you what it would have been like in the early 70s when I started playing guitar if we'd had YouTube. But we had each other. We had musicians, fellow guitarists showing things to each other. We had guitar magazines. We learned. So that desire to learn is there. So I want to speak to where you can go with your guitar journey on YouTube with my channel and with other things. And it kind of depends on, it really does what you're looking for. And you might not know what you're looking for, and that's okay too. That's part of a guitar journey. Um, I've done a lot with showing you chord progressions, how to anchor and tie chords together. And I've delved a little bit into scales, a little bit into, the circle of fifths. And that can take you even deeper, the circle of thirds, things of that nature. So, back again to what is it you're trying to accomplish? If you just want to have some fun with the guitar, then YouTube can be your playground. Um, I've talked about learning why we learn open chords, why we start with chords, what a triad is, how it takes three notes to make a chord, how chords are different. There are open chords, they're fifth chords, there's different voicings of chords. So there's a lot to be said about anchoring the beginnings of your guitar journey in chords, chords. And that entails everything from learning chord diagrams to signatures, to all the things you're going to hear, three chords and the truth. G, D, C, throw in an E minor. Where'd you come up with all that? And, YouTube is a great place. If you just want to learn a song, if you just want to learn how to do a riff as part of going from G to D to C and then a little bass run to tie them all together, man, YouTube's the place. It is. You with just a relatively simple search, you can learn any given song. You can learn riffs. Um, and you can just have fun with the guitar until you get into places where you can actually play with other people and do the things you want to do. So that's one path that YouTube affords you. And I've mentioned, if you go back to my guitar talk videos, I've mentioned numerous sites that offer a plethora of learning, everything from songs to getting more advanced into theory to things of that nature. So it really does boil down to what are you trying to get out of? And I realize you may not know. A lot of times we don't know. That's why my most popular video used the acronym PASSED. Play a simple song every day. And I've done things from learning how to play two chord songs to three chord songs, to playing along with songs. It's there. This is a wonderful time for you. If you're just picking up the guitar, if you're like so many that are now approaching middle ages or retirement years, and you just, now you got a little time. So that's one thing. So, if you just want to learn some songs, there is nothing wrong with it. It's your guitar journey. Y'all have always heard me say that. Um, just don't get frustrated. Well, you're going to get frustrated, but keep the frustrations at bay. Play a simple song every day and enjoy the guitar. Now, once you get to where you've learned some chords, and this is where you can go down the YouTube rabbit hole. If you don't take a structured learning path, and there are many structured learning paths on YouTube. Now, I think if you're a beginning guitarist, I still think that Den Lopez and Beginner Guitar Secrets, the Anthony Parker Experience, Justin Guitar. Uh, I've got several of them, guitar worthy sites, we call them, that can help you if you're willing to go down a path. Now, by a path, that means a structured series of learning. Now, that spawns all kind of discussion and things right there. But that is one avenue. So, originally I started this off talking about if you just want to play some songs, if you just want to learn a bass riff or two, if you, then YouTube's your oyster. But if you want to take it to the next level, and that's up to you. If you want to take it to the next level, there are so many things that YouTube, in addition, has to offer. I'm a big fan of Ricky Comiskey. He has a very structured program that gets into music theory that that spawns debate right there. I don't need no music theory. It just goes on and on and on and on. But that's my point is, once again, it's your guitar journey. You can take it where you want to go. I feel like it if you're trying to advance yourself, if you've made a commitment, you're going to practice 10 minutes a day at the minimum. Well, what is practice 10 minutes a day? Okay, practice going through chord progressions, 3 different chords. Practice the C major scale. Practice this, practice that, but you're practicing. But if you're going to take the structured step of getting into some music theory, then that is where I want to go back to the word structured. YouTube has that too. True Fire, that there's so much Fender Play. There's so much out there, but it is a commitment. It is. I mean, it's a commitment, and you can still play a simple song every day. And but I do encourage you to get into some kind of a structured YouTube learning program. Structured. Okay, well, I'm going to learn the C major scale. Well, okay, what's the scale you're going to learn after that? Are you going to learn what makes up major chords, what makes up minor chords? The guitar is a lifelong teacher. It keeps on giving. It keeps on giving. I know how easy, pardon me, I just got through coming out of an ICU with diabetes, ketoacidosis, and bacterial pneumonia, so it's a little hard for me to talk right now. But 2025 can be a great guitar year. Figure out what you want. I know how easy it is to go down that rabbit hole and get lost. Sometimes you have to break down lessons into smaller parts. I love Ricky Kaminsky. I've got his books, but Ricky's deep. Now, he is hilarious. He's entertaining. He has a knack for teaching, but some of his courses can be over an hour, and that's okay. That's the nice thing about YouTube. I break Ricky's courses down into 15 to 30 minute chunks, but I go back to them. and he's somebody that I trust. He he uses acronyms, thought process. He figures out ways to help you remember things that enhance my guitar journey. I'm 64 years old. I'm still learning. And I love that the Lord blessed me with the creativity of the guitars. So 2025 can be a great guitar year. It really can. Just step back. Maybe grab a piece of paper and write out, this is what I want to accomplish this week. This is what I want to accomplish for the next 2 days. So YouTube has it, it's out there. And then there's still local instructions and things like that you have so many paths to choose. So, I'm going to try my best to build in the continual little tips to help you and to mention from time to time some of these sites and what they're talking about. So, 2025 can be a great guitar year, and it can be a great guitar journey. And I hope your guitar journey is blessed, and most of all, and I do mean it, happy picking.